Hey, what's up guys, Alberto6548 here, back again with episode 14 of the Slender in Real Life series review. So, this series has 2 more episodes, 15 and 16, but without any further ado, let's get on with this review from episode 14. So the video starts off with the normal intro, the little really fast compilation of all their thumbnail arts, and yeah, then it goes to their logo. So after that, it then cuts to the actual start of the video, and we see Charlie still in his underwear because he spawned in his underwear in episode 13. There'll be annotation to episode 13 review at the end of this video. Probably, I think if I'm correct, on the bottom right, or I guess the bottom right, yeah. Anyway, Carl's just behind him, there's a knock on the door. You can see that scene at the end of Slender in Real Life 13, the actual video by Jontex. And yeah, with basically he knocks, he says like, "Excuse me, is anybody here? My sniffer hurts and I have to tinkle." I'm sure you know what he means by tinkle, but it doesn't look like anyone else at the door. And if you've seen their Jontex's Pokemon Go videos, you'll probably recognize the house because it was in, I think if I'm correct, if I recall correctly, the video called A Career of Pokemon Go, and everyone was actually living in there. That link will be in the description below as well. And eventually Charlie goes round the back and through the back door to the front. While that's happening, Carl sees Slender just in front of Charlie in the woods. Slender messes with his brain for a short amount of time. Charlie opens the door and says, "Hey, it's open." And it's like, Carl's pretty surprised. He's like, "Hey, what if somebody was in there?" But Charlie assumes that nobody is, in which there isn't, because they would have answered the door. Anyway, so they both get in the house, they talk. They need to wash themselves off. So Charlie goes to try and find a shower, he finds it. Meanwhile, Carl uses a pocket knife to take a bullet out of his shoulder. Then he sits down. Charlie returns, but he's still got blood all over him. And from the look of it, he didn't even get in the shower, as what Carl said. So he goes back and has an actual shower. Meanwhile, Carl sees a picture that's face down. He picks it up, but there's a short little flash of the Slender static. And he drops the picture, which was very bad to do because it could have broken because they were in somebody else's house. Anyway, it was just an old photo of a man and a woman, if I recall correctly. You'll have to watch my reaction to it in order to see it. It's not long after they get in the house. Anyway, yeah, he then sits down on the couch. Slender messes with his brain for quite a long time. And near the end, Charlie comes out and sees him. He's like, "Carl, are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, they keep talking, they're thinking about how long they want to stay there, as they say in the video actually. And basically, Carl needs to get sleep before he goes crazy, as he says in the video. So Charlie goes to sleep as well. Maybe, and not even a split second later, there's a bump, like very loud bump that can be heard. Charlie goes to investigate. He realizes that it came from the down below, which I'm sure you may know is the basement. So he goes into the basement. He sees multiple copies of Slender pages all laid out on the floor, on the walls. There's creepy music playing. he's so surprised that he goes up and gets Carl. He really scares Carl when he wakes him up. He's like, Jesus Christ. He's like, I just looked at something that made a little squirt come out. I was like, what? What are you talking about? So Charlie points down the basement. It's like, down there. I heard a bump and I saw a scary thing. So Carl goes down. He sees the same thing. The same music plays. He runs upstairs like, okay, we need to leave right now. And Charlie's like, Carl, what do all the notes mean? And then Carl is like, it means that I was right, and Slender is still after us. And when it was saying, and Slender is still after us, or possibly before that, you can see in the blurry background, Clem. And he accidentally knocks over a bowl of fruit and it bumps on the floor. Obviously, they would have heard that, so they turn and see him. And when Clem says his first line, he sounds a lot different from when he last did in episode 12. He's got kind of like a deeper tone. The link to this video will be in the description below. And yeah, so he was trying to leave the house without being caught by him. But I guess the fact that he knocked over the bowl of fruit, that obviously would have made a really loud noise. The fact that multiple fruits were in there, so it would have made more loud noises. And so they keep talking. Charlie and Clem joke around. And when they were talking to each other, the screenshot of Charlie in this picture that can be seen, I think it's when he's saying, oh yeah, you're right, but the image just flipped. So Charlie's, the front of his hat would be pointing that way, or that way, that way. They just flip the image the other way around, and the image of Clem can be seen just before they show like the little end screen of the extras in part 15. Anyway, back onto the current part. So they keep talking. Clem says so many stupid things, and eventually there's little faint buzz of static you could see, and that means that, and Clem says, guys, behind you, and Carl and Charlie turn around to see Slenderman behind them. So they run out of the house. Carl's the first to go. He grabs Charlie by the shirt and Clem follows. They then get out to this plain with like kind of a really tall grassy crop behind them. Then Clem's the first one to notice that the house has disappeared. Then Charlie is the second to notice, and Carl's the third to notice. But then Carl gets suspicious that Clem knows that the house would have disappeared. Yeah, so they talk for quite a bit. Carl gets more angry. He's really rude to Clem. And then he says, you know what, I'm gonna get out of here. Find Mum, whether she shows up dead somewhere. So he walks off. So it's now just Charlie and Clem. And then Clem's like, hey Charlie, can you do something for me? And Charlie's like, yeah, sure. And then Clem hands Charlie the gun that he found in episode 11. I've got kind of like a replica. It's like a spud gun. It's basically a potato gun, but it's way smaller. But anyway, I was just using that to symbolize what he handed to him. And anyway, Clem said, I want you to take this, find Carl, and shoot him in the head. Don't miss like last time. But he didn't sound like I said it. He sounded different because he's in a different country. And Charlie's like, okay. And then he walks up to Carl, and then Clem nods with a smile, and then he goes to that face which is on the picture, and then nods pretty slowly. I don't know what the right word to say, but anyway, that's when the video ends. that's where this video will end. This video went for quite a long time. Not around 10 minutes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button. I was trying to get up to 50,000 likes for this video and episode 13, because I forgot to say it in episode 13 review. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share to receive more videos from my channel. Right, peace out, guys.